Hey everybody! Welcome to another one of my sewing videos. So as you may have noticed, the big theme for my creativity has been sustainability. I try to use secondhand clothes or dead stock fabric for my fashion creations, and this wouldn't be a sustainable sewing channel without a video about fabric scraps. So if you sew, you know the struggle hoarding onto every little scrap of fabric, thinking that someday I will definitely make something beautiful out of them. Well, today is the day for me to turn this small pile of black spandex scraps into something cool. I've amassed this small heap of black spandex scraps from various swimsuit and running clothes projects, and I'm thinking of turning them into like a subversive, cute top. So let's see if we can turn this trash into treasure. The general inspiration for this top came from some of the asymmetrical and patchy designs from Balmain, Elliot Emile, Yohji Yamamoto, and of course, Rick Owens. I drizzled all of my spandex scraps onto my cutting mat and I briefly tried sorting out the large ones. Then I used one of my tank tops as a template and I started laying out various pieces onto it like a puzzle. This part of the process was just art. I wanted to highlight the scrap nature of the top, so I intended to leave gaps between the pieces. And of course, I picked the pieces in such a way that they covered all of the strategic locations on my body. After about an hour of this therapeutic mosaic work, during which I forgave all of the men who have hurt me and discovered my inner peace, I pinned the scraps at the locations of the intended seams. I debated between serging and top stitching, and I decided to go with the top stitch seams because 1, spandex is not fray, and 2, I wanted this top to have a raw look to it. Rather than using a straight stitch on my sewing machine, I went with a chain stitch using a cover stitch machine, which is achieved by removing all the needles except one. The benefit of a chain stitch is that it stretches while appearing like a regular straight stitch on the top surface. Then I decided to use up another set of fabric scraps that I've hoarded since like 2017, the reflective iridescent scraps. I figured it'd be kind of cool to disperse these throughout the top, and because they don't stretch, I used them around the locations of the intentional holes to give the spandex fabric a little bit more integrity in those regions. After another hour of mosaic work, during which I've nearly healed my childhood traumas, I secured the iridescent pieces to the spandex with basting stitches. I sewed them on using a regular straight stitch with my sewing machine because these pieces do not stretch, so there was no need for a chain stitch. Okay, it's actually turning out better than I thought. Like, surprisingly, it's kind of cute, especially considering that it's literally made out of trash. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it underneath my model tank top, and then I'm going to start building up the back piece from the scraps just as I did with the front. Alright, let us continue. To build up the back, I put the assembled front piece wrong side up, overlaid my model tank top onto it, and began filling out the shape with the scraps. And then this just kept on happening. After another hour of this meditative mosaic work, during which I've pondered the meaning of pain, the meaning of love, and the meaning of life, I pinned the pieces together at the seam locations. As with the front piece, I used the chain stitch on my cover stitch machine to sew the seams. To complete the top, I picked out some iridescent reflective scraps and aligned them along the holes on the back of the tank top. Then, once I thought I was satisfied, as I've thought many times in life, I went on to sew them on using my sewing machine. In reality though, I ended up adding quite a bit more of the reflective pieces off camera after I thought I was finished sewing the top. And now, let me show you the masterpiece that I've created. With this first outfit, I was going for like a dark, ethereal, fairy princess vibes. The mood here is a sad, lonely girl who's heartbroken, but she grasps for those tiny sparkles of dopamine. For this outfit, I wore a skirt that I've had since I was 11, a sheer cover-up top that I thrifted at the Goodwill bins, and my iridescent heels. And with the direct light on, you can see how those reflective pieces stand out. I totally think it was a good move to add them. To be honest, I'm probably going to continue working on this top, and I'm probably going to keep adding more of these iridescent pieces throughout. I also added a bunch of my thrifted jewelry to this outfit for the dark, ornate vibes. For the next outfit, I wore my favorite asymmetrical skirt that I upcycled from men's trousers, a reflective choker necklace that I made a long time ago, and knee-high socks and Doc Marten boots. I was going for like a strong but feminine and maximally reflective look here. Something about it is giving me this like cyber Y2K vibes. Yeah, I think this is probably my most aesthetically pleasing outfit with this top. I like that the top and the skirt are kind of in the same vein of design, like they're both kind of wrong. Okay, this outfit, I was going for something that I would wear if I was to retire to a cabin in the forest, but honestly I felt a little overexposed in it, but I guess that would be fine because there wouldn't be any strangers in my cabin in the forest. For this outfit, I wore my Doc Marten boots and a skirt that I've had since 2007. But yeah, this is not my best styling effort. For my next outfit, I paired this top with a cargo skirt that I sewed in November, which has literally become my go-to since then. And I wore my trusty rag&bone sandals. I don't think there was a specific aesthetic that I was going for here, but it's a very practical outfit. I think I'm going to wear this a lot once the sun starts melting pavement in Texas. Plenty of ventilation in this top will be excellent for those 5 consecutive months of relentless triple-digit weather in Austin. Ooh, this next outfit I literally wore on a trip to the underground caves and a hike immediately after I finished sewing the top, and I felt surprisingly comfortable wearing it in public. I wore palladium sneakers, knee-high socks, some denim shorts that I got for like $6, and my favorite cargo jacket that I thrifted at the bins. At first, you look at this outfit and you're like, oh, that's a normal outfit. And then I turn around and you're like, whoa lady, what is it that you're wearing for a top there? And I'm like, it's scraps. I'm wearing fabric scraps. Very environmentally friendly. Highly recommend. Honestly though, no one made any comments when I wore this in public, so I'm not sure if that means that the top looks totally normal and not noticeable, or that it looks so weird and out there that it makes people uncomfortable that they don't even want to comment on it. Okay, for this last outfit, I wanted to try something creative, and I wore this top as a vest over a plain white button-up shirt that I've had since high school, which was literally 19 years ago. Oof. I added this hard pendant necklace that I made in December. And I wore this with a skirt that I made out of a satin remnant that I bought in LA for 50 cents. Maybe the top looks a little weird as a vest, but I kind of like it. I'd wear this outfit to like go drink boba tea with my friend. It's kind of silly, but cute. Thank you so much for watching another one of my creative projects. So the next thing that I'm working on is not a clothing item, but it is something that I can wear. So come back in a couple weeks for that video and I'll see you then. Bye.